Everybody, Jen here. We are going to start talking about our guide rope and guide running today. Everyone is going to need to have their bag and their 2 carabiners with their 2 pieces of rope in it. So I'll give y'all just a second to go grab those, and then we'll pick up from there. All right, now we need to get together all of our equipment. You should have 2 carabiners, which are these little clips. They're kind of oval shaped, and they have a metal clip on the inside. They are called carabiners, and what we're going to use those for is to clip our guide rope to whatever we're going to use as a guide. Each of our long pieces of rope is about 30 feet long, so you've got plenty of slack to run this tree to tree or around wherever you need to in your yard or in your house. If you need to make it shorter, you may have to make it shorter. What you do need to do first is go in about 2 feet on your rope and make a big knot that you would be able to feel. Maybe actually like 3 feet. Let's go with 3 feet. Go in about 3 feet on your rope and make a big knot that you would be able to feel as your hand slides along your rope. Tie it up nice and tight. Next step, we are going to tie our rope to our carabiner. I am going to do mine like we did the balloons and the TheraBands last night, that kind of knot. If you're a better knotter than I am, which is probably most people in the world, you can do it just a regular tie. I just don't trust mine to stay. So we're just tying a knot to keep our rope on our carabiner. All right, so now at one end of our rope, we have rope, a couple feet, our nice knot, and then we need to make the same thing happen at the other end. If you do not have a 30-foot span of area in your yard, you probably are going to need to make your length shorter because you do not want to run into anything while you're running. You and your parents can decide a good place that you can hook up your guide rope. This is also something you'll be able to take to school and use with you at school because you could run with a friend on the track. You could run with a friend. You could have, if you're in gym and you guys do track and field where you have hurdles out, you could have your guide rope attached to the hurdles out in the field or out in the track. There's lots of options for this one. All right, I'm working on getting my stuff knotted, my other one knotted, so we can have both ends knotted. All right, so on both ends now I have carabiner, 2 feet or so, and my knot. So we are ready to take it and hook it up wherever we're going to try it out. Bring your small rope with you when you go out to try it out because you'll need it for the next step. Okay, so we've headed outside now, and I have tied my guide rope to 2 trees in my yard. You will have to decide what setup is the best for your rope in your yard based on your specific setup. This was just the area that I found that was nice and long and had small enough trees that I could wrap the rope and carabiner around. I have my knot about 2 feet out from the tree, so the hope is that I do not smack into the tree when I'm running down it. My hand is going to feel the rope and tell me that I need to stop running. So I'm going to walk to the other end of my rope and show you guys what I got here. I've got my knot I hit, and then a little bit further past that is my carabiner and guide rope. What I am going to do is run into this tree limb while I'm running, so I probably need to get that out of my way. But we'll see. The next thing you're going to need is your short rope with the 2 knots on the ends. This rope is going to be your guide along your rope. So you are going to loop your short rope over your guide rope, and that is what you're going to hold while you run. I'm going to rest mine, put my middle finger between the 2 pieces because that's where I feel most comfortable. If you have a hard time holding it, you could even knot this in a circle. That might be easier for some people so they don't drop it. You're going to start on the inside of your first knot, and then you're going to slide the guide along your long guide rope until you feel yourself hit the knot. And that'll be your indicator to stop. And then you can always turn around and go the other direction, switch hands, and you can run back, sliding along until your rope hits the knot. So we'll pause there for a second, let everyone pause their computers and get all set up, and then we'll give it. We have our rope between our two fingers, holding nice and tight, and we're going to run, pumping our arms. Our arms should be at a 90-degree angle beside our bodies, and we should pump our arms while we run, all the way along the rope until we hit the knot. That's our indicator to stop. If you want to turn around and you like using your single hand, only your one hand, you need to switch sides of the rope. If you're okay with switching to your other hand, switch your other hand, and then you're able to run back the other way along the rope until you hit the knot, and it stops you. We're using our short rope for a second purpose this time. Our short rope can also be a guide between two runners if you have a partner you can run with. That gives you an opportunity to go a lot longer distances and a lot of different terrains, whereas your guide rope is really stuck at your tree. So if you guys want to have a partner you can try this out with, this is something you can try out. If not, you can pause your video here and we will pick it up at another spot, because this one's really a partner activity. You can do it with your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your best friend. This is something you could definitely take to school and use at school with a partner while you guys are doing track running. When you are running with your partner, the person who is visually impaired will hold the rope, and the guide runner who is sighted will be one step ahead. You guys will need to get in the same arm swing as you're running, so you'll need to kind of pay attention to how fast your guide swings their arms when you start. You'll want to start on 3, on your mark, or 1, 2, 3. And you can switch hands if you want to go back, and you'll stay right together. Your hands should be right at your sides. They should be no higher than 90 degrees when you are running with your arm. This is definitely a partner running thing. This is something you guys could go on later to do for marathons or to do 5Ks with your parents, that kind of stuff, to get out in the community and out in the house.